Hello folks and welcome back to IXION. Last time, here in the Crux system, the storm approacheth. The storm is getting ever closer. It is quite terrifying. We've started saying no to a lot of these asteroids. We can't really mind them. We lost 2 cargo ships already. I retreated the IXION, the Tiqqun to the industrial zone wreckage. And we're basically preparing to batten down the hatches and live through it. We're currently got some. We have a science ship on board P-42. Toxic yellow haze, reduced visibility, and trace amounts of oxygen. Cyanide oceans. I don't think this is going to be a very good place for a colony, but we're going to send in a full team the second we have a chance. That might be after the storm, however. We are currently working through a lot of stuff here. We're researching better colonization stuff. Yep. We found out that the Piranesi was hacking the Tenemanki, so you have a way to deal with their hacking subroutines now, or at least know when they're coming. We are also completely chock full of alloy in the station, which is very, very good. Bunch of iron around. In fact, that's actually totally bloody full, isn't it? It is. Right. Well, what I am going to do is this. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn this on. Specifically because I need to start clearing out some of this. We need to clear out some of this so we can get some of that. The iron. You want to get as much iron as possible. Get as much iron as you can into your little engine as possible, please. Good. Right. Let's let time pass then. Chuck as much iron as we can over here. We can turn you off now, can't we? We'll turn you off because no one's using you right now. We're pretty much out of carbon as well. Working our way through our hull integrity as well. Okay. Slowly but surely. We can't even send probes through this thing. At one point, I think at some point hang on, can I find stuff close to us? One thing I might want to do is see if I can find anything nearby. That's a bit not nearby. As cute as that is, and I do kind of want to see what that is. Was that just water? That was just water, never mind. Because at some point I do want to. That's what we tried to find before, but the probe died before it got there. Yeah. The reason I want to know these things is specifically because I think at some point, not sure when that is, but at some point we might have to send a Tiqqun through the storm to get out the other side. That might just have to be the way we're going to do this. Basically, we batten down the hatches as much as we can, then we work our way forward. Right, we're still working our way, so we're training a bunch more, 2 more stacks of colonists here. In fact, in the meantime, you're not doing anything, Alice. You don't need that right now. Go over there. Take you 3.4 cycles to get there. Please get a move on. You're going back for some repairs? You're going back for repairs. Okay.
An accident has occurred.
The EV airlock is down, which is going to cause a loss of that. That's fine. Not exactly fine. You're working on electronics now. Good. There's so much alloy right now that I kind of want to work on electronics. Over here, food is plentiful. We'll get rid of this one entirely. Because once this is gone, there'll be water there as well. As much water as we can on board as possible. Just still slowly waiting. The science ship has arrived. Can you do me a favor before we start researching anything? Can you just grab the science there so I can do the things that need to be done? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Administrator.
Right, anti-nihilist conditioning is done, so that takes less now. could also research a bunch more at once, but I'm still trying to figure out ways to help us get through the mess. Tiqqun hull. Potentially, I might do these research as well. Help us reduce hull deterioration whilst moving. I'm going to keep us alive as long as possible. Oh, that doesn't actually... Oh, okay, we can put up there to increase our ice efficiency. Nanofilters, self-lubricants, fire stations. We still not around to needing fire stations yet, and I kind of really want to get to the point where I don't need to do that. I need to worry about it at least. Water treatment, nuclear power plants, observatories. No, so far so good. Not ideal, but we'll have to make do with what we can. Do I even need a second? I think I need a second one. A second one of these. Second one of these. Just so says we got the science good. Got the science. Now what about Crook P38? Our probe has detected a signal originating from a chain of mountains on the acidic ocean of P38. This is the DOLOS crew. We are currently in orbit of P38. The planet possesses a highly corrosive atmosphere. There will be little room for improvisation once we touch down. We must establish a search protocol. Now. We do know that the signal is transmitting from beneath a mountain. Alternatively, we could focus on analyzing material samples in order to improve our understanding of planets like P38. There's a signal coming through. We want the signal. We shall perform a topographical analysis. I have no idea that's the correct choice, but that's the choice we're making. In the meanwhile, we have science to spare. Now why don't we do that science? Chemical baths increases that. Production speed, that's fine. I mean, I could go straight up for a dormitory cell. Which lets us get 50 people at once done. I've got 75. Oh yes, I need to do one more of these. I need to do one more colonization push. So you have a chance to do colonization checks over there. That increases that. Algae farms requires that and that. Cell housing, false perspective, even more people. Crew quarters, even more people. I mean, doing that would really amp up the amount of people we're allowed to bring out, wouldn't it? 30% of 70 is 21, so every demotic quarter will take 91 people. Every optimized quarter would take 52 people. It would definitely increase our total housing capacity by not quite 30% because we have cell quarters as well, but by a considerable amount. Although we can also start working things like complementarity and diversity and cult of the vital impulse to get more stabilities as well. Shall we? I'm very tempted. Right now, I'm happy to stockpile. Our research is so fast, I'm not overly concerned too much about it. Okay. It's ongoing still. And still trying to keep an eye on that. Are you picking up food? Pick up food as well. Briefly. I need to let that empty out. So stop bringing in water, so the water can getting pulled out of this one over and over and over again.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, science ship, what have you got? This is the DOLOS crew. The signal was transmitting from an abandoned subterranean complex. By breaching it, we have unfortunately allowed the corrosive atmosphere of P38 inside. We'd estimate that the complex was built within the last 20 years. We do not recognize the iconography on its exterior. The technology inside does seem human-made, and there are signs that it was once inhabited. There's still a little time before P38's corrosive atmosphere eats through the DOLOS hull and landing gear. We do not think we will be able to explore the entire site, but we have identified several places of interest. The tank room, the command center, and the field's operation area. For ship storage and maintenance, nor what the occupants or what the tanks were used for. What is the purpose of the P-38 complex? Why were they here? Why do they have a base in such a corrosive place? Okay.
An accident
Crop
has
farms down, that's
occurred in
fine.
Tiqqun.
I need to do one more research point. Okay, I'll do one more of these. Bam. 5 more souls will have enough colonists to try to colonize, do a colonization test on P-42. That storm hasn't moved in a while, though I am concerned if it's going to move a little bit further. It has moved so far, because it started off like right over here, and we had almost all the way to the sun on our side.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The team identified the area as a sealed landing bay, once home to several craft of different sizes. Signs of EKP travel were found, of a type much more advanced than anything we have come across so far. The team also found traces of organic matter and blood. Some of this was salvageable, and the sample analysis indicated that several species seem to have passed through the area. All DNA samples showed some structural similarity to that of humans. It seems that this complex was used as a test site for the introduction of species into the P-38 ecosystem. I think researching again is a bad idea. I think we'll lose a ship if this happens again. However, we need science. We need science. That is not just clear. They're bringing food in. One of the steel mills is down. 23 are injured. Bloody hell. I'm glad that you're alright, because it's currently relatively full right now. We had a whole thing about a health center. We have the alloy for it. We have the electronics for it. We have the power for it. You're an extra workers. Shit. Bollocks. Extra workers. What happened? Why people? Why so many people? Were you that close? Were you that close to the line here? You were that close to the line. Okay, we'll turn that off. We don't need it right now. You were towing. You're towing relatively close to the line. Like everyone's wounded. 37 people are wounded. If 37 people are wounded, how are we still okay? A
science ship team has completed a task.
Right. I'm supposing they're going to die real soon now. The Thalos' team believe the tanks were used for some sort of acceleration gene therapy. Most of the equipment has been dismantled, but some tank fluctuations were identified. A system for genetic reprogramming, the ability to dissolve organic material into a refined paste, and an application process for said paste to be used as a catalyst. It is unlikely that we will be able to obtain any more precise information about this technology. The various integrity sensors of the crew's suits, as well as those Thalos indicators necessary to repatriate the team. I'm fairly certain if I do this when they die. It specifically says, yeah, well, we will back out now. Ah, the storm has arrived.
Caution. Entering stellar storm.
Right, everyone back out. All fleet ships. Return as best you can.
A ship has been destroyed.
Lost a
by
cargo
this
ship.
Weather event.
We lost a cargo ship. We lost a mining ship as well. We lost all the ships. Yeah.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Hull damage in electricity is a certainty. Repair that, please. Repair this, please. Hull integrity is low. 121. Okay, we're going to turn this on as well. We're going to turn that on completely. Repair that, repair that, repair that. Okay, tech stuff. Workshop. We're at fast. Automatic repair is happening. Faster repair is happening. How are we doing on power usage? I am tempted to build at least one fire station per area now. At least one for... that's going to be iron. At least one fire station per area is going to get built now. Because it's now... The thought otherwise is terrifying to me. The thought of not having one is scary. Okay, because we are taking they're taking chunks out of our hull, and I lost a bunch of ships off this. In fact, we lost all our ships off this. We have no ships at all. Really? We lost all our... None of them got back in time. So yeah, this chunk has been freed up. Accident in Waste Center 1. We're also going to build up a... We're going to build the... Again, we have not got the worker allowance for this, unfortunately. This place has the workers to spare. This place has like several workers to spare. To the point that if I need to build it somewhere, it has to be built here. This is the only place that has the workers to spare. As much as I would want it to be built in the middle, it has to be built. It'll have to be built over here. At least temporarily. At least temporarily, it will be built over here. At least, how are we doing on that front? Yeah, please send a bunch over to us. In fact, we need more of them, so 2 needs them right now. More than anything else. Got all the science, which is nice. What are you gonna use it for? 255 science. Control thermal shock, make it so we wake up people faster. I knew the fire was going to be a bloody problem. Ah, for God's sake, that is an annoyance. An annoyance of levels I could not fathom possible. Give me this now. And pause that. In fact, undo that immediately. Dismantle that, because we need this to be over here right now. Get that built. Get that built. Send me the bloody alloy, please. I need the alloy right now. It's gone off. The fire's gone out. Oh, are they... They are putting fires out else in several places, but okay. Bloody hell, fire. This is not good. I'm not happy about this. At all. How long do we have to stay in this? Because we're losing chunks of the hull whenever the explosion happens. Okay, go back to being that, please. Build that quick. Build it quick. And that's now being built, so good. And population, health center, temporarily do that now, please. Extra hours here because you have a bunch of people who are wounded and some things need to be turned off. What can be turned off on this side? That can be turned off on this side, I'm not using you. That can be turned off on this side, I'm not you. No. That's almost done. No training in progress, that can get turned off as well. Optimal. Hard to say if that's true, but it's optimal. Okay. Put the fire out. The fire station here. I can chunk its stuff out. We researched, what was it? We researched, I completely missed what we just researched. What did we just research? There was something... It was the controlled thermal shock. That's the one. Work on those, please. Need our hulls to be back on as soon as possible. Repair out our docking bays. Although, to be honest, right now our docking bays aren't required. Right now our docking bays are not required, so we can actually turn these off briefly, because they're not doing anything right now. There's some ion generation happening, which is fine. Get our hulls back, please. Pneumatic steering has been unlocked, which lets these move faster. Fire truck is repairing. What are they repairing?
Solar panel battery damage.
It was going to happen eventually. Repair that, please. How long are you going to have to wait for the storm to go past? How long are we waiting for the storm to go past? I haven't got a target. I mean, I can move down here, but I'm sure if I did this, we'd be dead. 5 cycles of movement, we're dead. We're completely, totally dead if that happens. The point is that I'm really going to put like more points into like reduce hull deterioration and so forth. That's completed. That's good. Reinforced steel cladding, please.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
A fire in sector 2. Extinguish the fire, please. Thank you. The infirmary's been disabled. That is a problem. Get these online, please. Let's move faster too. And thankfully I'm not worried about food. I know we have plenty of food. Food is not my concern right now. It is still unfortunate. Okay, so this is going to be online. The second that's built. This is going to take a moment. Boost limits and chambering is unlocked. You've got plenty of water. That's going to disappear soon enough. Oh crap, that's some of the batteries gone off there. And the one that the alternative life center is damaged too. Repair that, please. Where's the robot? Over there already. Good. Steel fiber patches have been unlocked, which means that's now completed. It is troubling. Docking bay, bridge optimization, loading and unloading, construction speed increased. Legislative Learning Center? We could do that, though we don't really... Actually, how expensive is a Legislative Learning Center? Just because I'm not going to do that at the moment. They are fairly expensive, though. Okay. Probably in the grand scheme of things, that's probably not... doesn't count as expensive, it's just... Build a health center. Health center's online. So hopefully now they can now accommodate people from everywhere. That doesn't even count as a population thing, really? It does not. That is population. Interesting. Is this a time thing, I wonder? I wonder if it's a time thing. Okay, and let's do that, because clearly you want more. Iron. As much iron as you can get your little fingers on, please. You want to fill up all the iron as possible here. Okay, how many people are we going here? 20 people injured, 21 people injured.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Several accidents.
Tiqqun death toll now stands at over 100 under the current administration.
Yeah, sorry. Have you looked outside the window? Have you? Have you looked outside the window? Because it's kind of a nightmare outside. I'm trying to keep an eye on this to find out when the hell is going to be a good moment to, you know, move the ship. Can I afford to move the ship? I don't think I've got the hull integrity to move the ship. I don't think I do. I'm trying to do the best I can, keeping my hull integrity up as high as possible, but every few cycles something horrible happens and we have to basically eat a chunk of damage again. It is unfortunate. Do you have spare workers here? We don't have spare workers here. Unfortunately. You're not required right now. Neither are you. Or you. Or you. What about now? Now we have enough workers to turn you on again. Start working these two things. Keep churning out as much alloy as we can, because we need it. We need alloy to repair all our hull. It is very, very chunky. Hull repair here is higher optimization. What is industrial? Industrial optimization is battery optimization. We know that much, isn't it?
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Sector 2 is a fire. Over there, please. Let's return that to 555, shall we? I think this is the moment where we just grin and bear it. And hope this thing doesn't last that long. Or do I just move to there, move to there? I knew there was something over here. We got the probe to check there was something over here. I need to get to the other side of the storm. Can we move? Is it feasible to move the Tiqqun at all? Like any small length of time? Is that going to be a nightmare? Let's find out. 1.6 cycles. Do it. 1.6 cycles through the storm. Cause damage to the station. I know. The chunk is painful.
Caution. Entering debris field.
I know. Everything's optimal still. Batteries are recharging. 20 crew members died. Bloody hellfire. Both the steel mills went down, and a bunch of people just died for that. Oh my god. Turn that off. Start waking up people again.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Start waking up people again, because... 20 at once has been the biggest loss I've had in a while. Jesus Christ. Was it Sector 6 on working out extra hours? $50 injured workers in the sector. I'm assuming a bunch of them are being treated here. Yes, a bunch of them are. Oh, good heavens. This is a nightmare and a half. People are... yeah, we're going to basically build a massive chunk and send them back over here. Really large chunk of workers. Because how many spare workers have you got in Sector 2, by the way? Sector 2, we have 25 spare accommodation here. And you have 100 spare workers over here. So we'll from Sector 6 to Sector 2, we will send 25 workers. No, wrong way around. Sector 2 to Sector 6. Apologies. 25 workers. Good. Get it done.
Solar panel badly damaged.
Bugger. Our power is okay at the moment, but
Population transfer complete.
repair that quick. We lose a bunch of stuff whenever that happens. Get back online again. Is everything okay? Everything's optimal at least. Your workers are better. Your workers are okay. Numbers have gone down to 0 again. Okay. Numbers have recovered slightly.
Administrator, a new request awaits.
Hi. The animosity between the former crew members of the Protagonist and the Animangi is becoming a problem. Accommodating survivors from both crews together in Tiqqun threatens the stability of the station. Claim protocols recommend a temporary separation until tensions arise. Initiate population transfer and individuals will be sorted automatically using DLS data. Move 100 crew members from Sector 1 to Sector 2 to address this. We do not have time for this. Put your differences and move forward. Have you looked outside lately? I understand you want to kill each other. Now is not the time. You can carry up to how many people in this sector? 405.
Panel badly damaged. An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
So 35 people. The second you hit the 35, I'm going to shove 35 over there. 35 non-workers, in fact. Specifically 35 non-workers. 33, 34, 35. Population controls, 35. From 1 to 2, non-workers go. Did I miscount? I miscounted, didn't I? Oh, we are over capacity by 5. That's fine. They'll die eventually. Grim to think about it that way, but that's the way it's going to go down.
Population transfer complete.
Okay. We're going to put the health center here eventually, I think. Mainly because of that space I've got earmarked from the food production building. As an empty, that is now empty, which means that can get removed. That's going to be added, that's going to be replaced by a tier 2 that's specifically made for water. For ice, I mean. That can get dismantled.
Solar panel badly damaged.
Okay, this is good. Right. Look at space. How's space coming along? That hasn't changed. Please tell me this is time-based and not shenanigans-based. I very much wants it to be time-based, not shenanigans-based, please. If it's shenanigans-based, we're in trouble. Because I can't really get a lot of shenanigans done right at the moment. You're still making electronics. You're making... Think of that, please. Oh, you're not storing... We haven't got a waste... We do have waste storage, okay. Are we... Good, we're going to start storing waste. Good. We've got some tech to do. Prop farm... Hey, protocols. Give me that. The crop farm can create more waste for us, which we'll use
An
elsewhere.
accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
And that can probably get disabled, isn't it? That can probably get turned off. Because that's 100 people there, but right now we're okay. Ah, that wasn't meant to be destroyed, was it? That was meant to be replaced with something else. Blast both the batteries now. Huge chunk of damage. Thankfully our initiative, our efficiency is so high right now that even with a chunk of damage we're actually working okay. The protocol. Please tell me any time is passing of any kind. Because the next plan is basically to go to Krug. Can I even send a probe over here? I knew there was something over here I wasn't trying to finally get my hands on. But it's not, isn't it? Because it's bloody water. It wasn't actually a thing. It was just... This is where I want to go. So that's way too long. That's way too long a journey for this. Way too long a journey. I don't think I've got the hull. I mean, battery power not worried about. It's more about getting a hull over there. Okay, how are we doing on worker counts? Look at the time. I've lost track of time again. Worker counts here. We have 75 more than we need. We have almost 100 more than we need. No, we have almost 70 more than we need. And here we have about 45 more than we need. Because a lot of things are turned off, that's why. That's turned off, which is 12 people there. That's turned off, that's 12 people there. Alright folks, I'm going to call it there for now. We're still waiting to cut through this storm. I'll catch you all next time. See you then. Bye-bye.